We'll just get ready to get shot. All right,
I'm
you ready?
good.
You ready for the gun show?
Apparently, your
to the
fucking
gun
phone's
show?
ready for the gun show.
You get your ticket to the gun show, bro?
Let's do it.
Three,
Three,
two,
two,
one,
one,
go.
go.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to probably the most immature show you're going to listen to.
Yeah.
I disagree.
For the year.
Yes, sir.
Disagree.
It is episode 69.
Giggity, giggity, go.
Yup.
Yeah,
So
it's the 69th episode. I don't know why you guys are being weird.
what
You hurt
you
my
did
feelings.
get a 69 thing to talk about, right? Later? No, don't tell me. I want to be surprised.
Okay.
So so it is episode 69.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome. We appreciate you listening. So we have a couple things we're going to talk about. We actually did some pretend research this time, so trust us, it's going to be fine. But what did you guys do? What do you got going on? We're not late, by the way. Promise. This is when we're supposed to be on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you felt like you had to bring
Right
it
on
up.
time.
Like we're totally on time.
Yeah. I just
And
felt
even if we were late, it's at fault of nobody in this room, living or dead. Amen.
Oh yeah, it's odd that you felt the need to say that. I feel.
I don't think that was weird at all. I mean, you opened the door and I just kept walking in the hallway. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Kicked shut behind him. I like it.
Yeah.
Well,
but I've been monster hunting. Monster Hunter World just came out for the PC. It's been out for the PlayStation for almost a year now.
Dude,
or over a year.
So many people were playing Monster Hunter, and I watched some videos and whatnot. It looks cool. I just never got into it.
Monster Hunter is a great game, but it's a little grindy for some people. This is the first Monster Hunter that they really focused on a story element hardcore with like cutscenes and stuff, because there's always been a general story so they can give you a reason why you want to hunt some of these monsters, but
yeah,
most of the time there wasn't like a story. There weren't really memorable characters.
They're just like, hey, go fucking kill this thing. You're like, why? They're like, reasons?
They're like, it's a monster, don't you want to kill it? And then you're like, yeah,
you know what, you right,
you're not wrong. Like the old school games were legit just like, hey, you're a hunter, this is your world, there are some postings for stuff to hunt, go to the board, pick one out and go kill it, and then you just did that until you beat the game.
See, I never played any of that either. Did you get paid for? So there was like monetary.
And you also, whenever you kill a monster, you can like carve bits off of it.
Yeah.
And the parts that you get from the monster can be used in new equipment, improving yourself and making your weapons better, your armor better. So that way, when you fight newer monsters, you feel more powerful. Your base stats never really change. The only thing that changes is the skills you get based on the equipment you're wearing.
Cool.
And the level of the equipment also, the stats of it will increase your damage and your defense.
So I like that idea. Like,
and there's also a lot of like gathering. So every item you use in the game, you have to find out in like the different locations and gather it yourself. You're like living off the land. Nice. So you have to find different bugs that you mash into medicines, and then that's how you get potions.
I like games like that.
And this game is that way. Like
this game is definitely that way, and it's the smoothest iteration. It's the most beginner friendly of any of Monster Hunters, I would say, because it's kind of handholdy early on, which for a game that's this mechanically heavy is good, because a new player would be pretty like intimidated. Yeah, because a lot of the Monster Hunter games are just like, hey, if you bought this, you know what you're getting into.
Michael's in the
just
chat.
Figure it out. You know what I mean? But this one, well, it opens you up on some crazy shit. Like the first thing you do in the game is insane. There's just a giant fucking magma dragon that your ship gets picked up by, and you're on its back, just trying to survive as you guys like crash land on this island. And you're like running up its back, and it's huge. Like,
do you ever have to 69 a monster to death?
There are times when you can mount a monster, so I'm not gonna say you jump on its back and you're like stabbing in the eye while you're on its head or the tail or its back.
Yeah, you gotta cut a hole for yourself. Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Giggity. I like it.
Giggity.
This episode's already making me uncomfortable. Excellent.
Excellent. As he drinks his soda. No, I'm sorry.
I'm a man of class and culture.
Continue with Monster Hunter.
But yeah, no. So it's just really cool, and
cool. But let's talk about your extreme addiction you formed in only what 9 days.
About
well, it came out the 9th. So well, now it's the 18th.
7.
When we started recording, it was the 17th. I have 90 hours in the game as of now, and I've worked the entire time as well. So you can have an idea of how that works out, or it doesn't work out, because mathematically it should be impossible, unless you figure out my secret. I'll never tell.
Nah.
I don't sleep. So yeah, I've got 90 hours in the game. I've completely beaten it. I finally beat it today. Like, completed all the main story stuff. Now it's just optionals and any extra content they've got down the pike.
Do you plan on 100%ing it?
I think I will. I'm actually going to start over again here soon.
Really?
And I want to see how fast I can beat the game. Because me doing the whole 90 hours, that's with me, like, leaving the game up for a little bit while not actually doing anything, while I'm thinking or, watching something else or something, taking a break. Like, it's not entirely gameplay, and I'm just curious how quick I can knock that down. I think I could probably beat the game in under 8 hours. But we'll have to find out. We'll have to see.
I could never ever fucking do that though. Like, so for example, I have all that time into Elite. I was thinking about moving to PC. They'll allow you to transfer, but you can only transfer your total like value and assets or whatever.
Oh, and then you have to like re-pick up your ships. You don't actually get the ships. You just get what
you don't get your
ships.
You don't get any of your faction rankings. You don't get any of any engineers.
The faction rankings is the big deal killer. Like, those take forever to grind.
Yes, so you lose all of that shit. So I was like, nope. But people do. Like, if honestly I had the money for a cool setup and VR like Bryce has, I would honestly do that. But
I still haven't. I don't know why. I still haven't tried Elite Dangerous with the VR yet.
From what I understand, it makes it a completely different game, and it is super amazing.
From what I've heard, it's one of those things where you'll feel sick at first, but once you get past it and you get kind of like your space legs, you are totally into that game. Anything I
wonder what would happen if you 69 No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
Welcome to episode 70 of the PBnJ podcast.
So speaking, fuck you. So, honestly, you know what I didn't want to do?
What?
To the car dealership. I didn't want to shove my fucking foot up his ass. 69ing never came up. That's what I did the other day, actually.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, you didn't bring up the car dealership, and all of a sudden you're like, "That's what I didn't want to do, the car dealership." And I'm like, have you been drinking? Like, what? What car dealership?
Yes, I
have.
An
awkward transition, but I like it.
I was going somewhere with it, but you know what? Fuck you.
Sometimes you just gotta slap that shit on the ground.
You do, right out on the table.
Defense. Bah!
So, the other day, Shayna gets up. She's like, calls me on her way to work. She's like, my check engine light's on again, and my tires, and yada yada yada. I want a new car. I'm like, well, you need tires.
You need tires and your check engine light's on. It's probably something silly like, hey, replace this or do that, or
it is
basic maintenance.
It is something silly, actually. I think it's a small evap leak, which is usually gas cap. Which we changed the gas cap last time it came on, but I bought like the AutoZone off-brand one, and I didn't buy the Kia one, and I think that's actually
it might be like the wrong fit.
Exactly. So
it's like $10 versus 35 though. So like I'll do 3 of those and then be like, all right, fine, now I'll do the Kia.
I will be brutally honest, with you guys, and always, because I think it's funnier that way.
Okay.
So we go into the dealership. And we tell him, so we go to the 10 of 10. You guys are so weird. They're chatting in our chat. If you want to know what about, you're going to have to go to the video and look it up, but they're idiots. So
they are not idiots. You take that back. Our 5 are gorgeous people with big IQs. You have to have a really high IQ to enjoy this show.
You do.
That's just fact.
You do. Otherwise, you misinterpret
at least 69.
You mean 6,900?
C900.
So listen, so we're gonna go to the car dealership because Shayna finds a used Turbo Optima, and she's like, I really want that, and I was like, all right. So we go, and we're upside down on our current car because a couple of years
upside
ago,
down,
we needed some money, so we refinanced the car. The problem with doing that is it kind of butt fucked us with interest over time.
Oh, 100%.
So we owe more on the car than it's worth.
Then you paid.
Right? Probably, honestly. But anyway, who cares? That's what happens when you let banks butt fuck you. Which is what you have to do if you want things. So this is what it is.
There's no winning.
So,
there's no victory screen.
Yeah.
It's nothing but pain.
It is anal pain.
Welcome to the only bastion of light in your life. You're welcome.
Oh, Jesus. That's horrible. Thanks, Bryce. I'm depressed. So anyway, so we go in, the guy's like, why aren't you looking at new cars? And he's like, honestly, you're upside down on your car.
Because I will never buy a new car.
You'll have like the bonuses or whatever to cover the car. We're like, we don't know. He's like, yeah, it's a good idea. We're like, okay, we'll do it. So eventually I tell him, I'm like, listen, we have no money down because, honestly, there's nothing wrong with the car. So we're not putting any money down.
Right.
It is upside down. So we owe more than it's worth. And her credit's good, but mine's kind of messed up. Right.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay. So then after some talking, whatever, we drive the car. It's really nice, whatever. Cool metallic blue color, super nice. He comes back, and essentially, I feel like was a power play, like look how big my dick is kind of move. He puts he comes, he sits down, he's like, all right, I was able to work it out for you. Even though you owe a whole lot on your car. So what we could do, he slides the paper forward, right? And he's like, starts circling shit because that's what they do. Fucking
it's an actual mind game.
Yeah.
There are videos explaining like what that does to your brain when you're watching it, and it literally makes you more likely to listen to them. It's the weirdest shit.
All it did was make me more likely to look at him like he had 18 heads, right? So he comes
because we know because we've seen the video. So when we know the trick's being done, it doesn't work.
He's like, so if you give me $3,500, which remember I told him I wasn't giving him any money down. I've actually never put money down on any car I've ever bought. So don't put money down, guys. Tell them to fuck off. So and he's like $3,500. There's not much we could do with the car. Do you have to trade it in? I was like, yeah, we want to trade it in because we're upside down on it. And
wait, but you can give me $3,500. We don't trade your car in. You just get another new car and have that car too. That's double the cars,
dude.
Double the value.
Okay. Double the value. Exactly.
So then, none of this is what you told him you wanted.
I was like, no. And then now remember. Now, granted, it's a 2018. They're like $24,000. The model we looked at, it was the Optima, whatever it is, and it wasn't the turbo, which sad me, but whatever. Also,
you don't need
side note,
you're gonna get yourself killed in the turbo.
Kia Stingers, those things up close are super fucking nice.
Really?
Anyway, yes. I would love one, but they're $40,000, and I can't even buy a $20,000 car because I'm fucking poor.
$40,000 is a lot.
Dude, there's an $87,000 K900 sitting in there, a Kia K900. Look that thing up. It's weird.
They're kind of nice though.
But if you had that kind of money, would you buy it? Would you put it into a Kia or would you put it into an AMG Mercedes?
I won't spend more than maybe $5,000 on a car.
Towards a fucking GTR.
I'll get myself a 90,000 mile Honda Civic.
You would.
That's like from 2003. Somehow only has 90,000 miles on it. $5,000 in, out, on my way. Have that car last me a good 8 years before it dies. Might have a problem here or there. But to be perfectly honest, I'm not the guy who switches cars unnecessarily, and I'm not the guy trying to show up in a nice car. I drive a fucking minivan right now. Have been for years.
Pays for it.
So
yeah,
so
then he paid for that car. That's the only reason why I'm rocking it.
I picked up his pen and I was pointing, and he had his pen and he had his other. I picked up the one on his desk and I was like,
"Did you start circling? This is what I said not."
Oh my god, no! But
him in the vest.
So my wife was so fucking uncomfortable that she like
I would be too.
Me
like it's 100% scam.
Yeah, but she was uncomfortable because she
could tell that you were about to.
I owned him pretty hard, so he was like. So then I was like, we're definitely not going to put any money down.
Right.
And this $745 payment you're looking for is about.
Nope.
Are you fucking serious?
I was like, is about $350 more than I'm willing to pay. Just so you're aware. I was like, and so then he writes a number down and he's like, initial there, we'll make it happen. I was like, that's still a little high. I was like, but if you can get me close to that under, I'll be good with it. Right. He comes back again. And this time he's like, it's like 680 or some shit like that. Right. Or whatever. And
how many years would you be paying that?
5 years.
Okay. That's still high.
Well, hold on. There's more to the bullshit at the end, right? So then I was like, no, man. I was like, whatever. I said, this isn't gonna work. He walks out. He comes back with his manager.
Oh, right? Of course.
Which fucking makes me laugh so hard because you know what's about to happen. Like it's literally predictable each fucking step, right? So then the manager comes in. He sits down. He starts circling, and I was like, wait. I already gave him the terms of what I'm able to do and what I'm willing to do.
If you can't meet those, I'm out.
Can't meet those. Like, man, we're not
wasting each other's time.
I was like, well, then I need my car key back because they have my car key for my car.
You do not hold the car keys.
No, hold on. So I was like, I need my fucking car key back. Now, Shayna, my wife, she's like, what? And I was like, no, come on, let's go. Right. And she was, heartbroken at this point because she wanted a car. And,
right.
But there's, this week I'm gonna fix her car for her and it's fine.
For it.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to get fucking butt raped by the car dealer. I already get butt raped by other fucking companies. So whatever.
Like what? Who said that?
Shut up. I'm so tired. But anyway, so the manager's like, oh, we can't do that. I'm like, well, give me my fucking car key back, right?
Yeah, I'm out.
So I walk up there and he's like leaned over the desk and they're talking and I'm standing there. I'm like, can I get my car key? And he was like, we'll figure it out. We're gonna work on it. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna vape. Come get me when you're done. I walk outside and I'm talking to Shayna and I'm sitting there vape crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's been like 10 minutes. Like, all right.
That's ridiculous to get a car key.
So then no. He said they're trying to work out what I asked for.
Oh.
It's like final offer step.
Right?
Okay.
So then I walk back inside. This is final offer step. You're right. So then I walk back inside. You
have to show you're willing to walk away, and then they'll finally try and do something.
Yeah, she sits down. And I'm sitting there pacing around. I'm looking real close at that $87,000 car. I had my hands all over it. I was like looking through the windows and shit. I don't even care.
Like you have a chance.
They're like, this son of a bitch.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna have to Windex that now.
So anyway, the guy comes back. Magically finds all of the money to pay the car off completely, like Shayna's car currently, right? Mm-hmm. Including all of the upside down amount.
Okay.
Needs no down payment.
Okay.
But the payment, he's like, but the payment's still, it was like 5 something, almost $600. And I was like, no, man, you need to find $125 more, and I'll take it. Because that was still higher than what I originally told him I was willing to pay.
Right.
Now, secretly and thankfully, we could go and buy this car. We could have taken the $700 a month car payment. Right. And every month I would be. It's not going to make me poorer than I am currently. Like,
right.
I know where my maximums are.
Why do that when you don't have to?
For a Kia, I'm not going to do that. Absolutely not. I'm not bashing them in general. Okay, like we have a Kia that we've owned since it came out.
It's not exactly a high-end luxury car.
Not for $700. It's not. You know what I mean? So anyway,
like that's a mortgage payment.
So the guy was like, oh, well, he's like, man, this is the deal. If your credit was better and you didn't know, and I was like, well, listen, when I came in here, I gave you the deal. I told you exactly the whole shit. You know what I mean? And he's
why did you waste 45 minutes of my time if you couldn't do it then?
Yeah. So anyway, so we walked out, and as we're walking out, I looked at him and I went and I did and for the video, you could see what I'm like, call me. I put my hand up like a fake phone next to my ear, but I was like, when you find that $120, just
call me.
You got my number. And he was like, he started to say something out loud. I just walked out and I was like, fuck him. You know. Now, what's funny is since then we've already gotten 2 emails from the dealership. The first one was, thank you for your visit. Here's the information about your information about the car you looked at with a bunch of pictures, like trying to tempt you to fucking come back.
Right, like, hey, come on, dude.
And then today we got an email talking about, we're, currently looking into yada yada, and looking to reach back within the time frame or something like that.
Yeah, that
so
bullshit.
it is, well, what happens is you tell them what you want that is reasonable. I'm sorry, but what I was asking for is not unreasonable. The guy, and this is why I can tell you this. So the guy's like, well, what you do is you take it for the $650 and then in a year you refinance it. And because you have the history of the loan, you'll get a lower interest rate. And I was like, bro, if that's like how that worked, then how about you use the 5 years we've had this car's history, or better, the mortgage for the house I fucking own that we've never missed a payment on in 3
just give me that
years.
financing up front,
or any of the credit cards that we have that are in good standing. Like don't like, our credit's fucked up because of student loans, like most grown adults.
not only student loans, but like it's all past shit. It's not like you have like a bunch of accounts from like last week in arrears where it's like, oh, you haven't paid your cable in 5 months, and
and we're not credit poor. Like, I'm not somebody that lives credit poor. In fact, the only reason I even have a credit card is because I wanted to make my credit better, and something you have to do.
Yeah, credit cards are a must if you want to have a credit.
So exactly, so fucking stupid. Anyway, so the car dealership did try to butt fuck us, but I had full anal clamp.
Good job.
The clench was too strong.
The clench was too strong with me.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Well, I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you've been doing your Kegels.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, the thought crossed my mind more than one time to take the deals that they were trying to give us, because we did drive the car, and when you drive a brand new car and it's got all the cool thingies and
badass,
it's got the new car smell.
Exactly. But then I'm like, no, I like buying other things.
But that's good. I'm glad you stuck to your guns on that.
Well, you know what? Now you can buy video games.
I actually am about to purchase a video
Forsaken.
Games. I do need to get Destiny. Anyway, what about you, Jordan? Are you just been a piece of shit, or did you 69 a bunch this week?
I wish.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've been pretty limited as to my activity the past couple of weeks. I started this new diet and fitness regime thing, so that's taken up a lot of my time.
See, I knew it had to do with moving.
But today we had a slight issue with our AC.
Okay.
We took care of that today, and everything's fine. It works fine. But it made me just realize how much of a piece of shit I am when it comes to being like a handyman.
You are a bit of a piece of shit. Yeah.
My handyman status has like leveled up a lot recently because I've had a bunch of weird problems happen and I fixed them, and I'm like, oh shit.
Like, do you feel it when you level up? Like,
I do. Like, there's a little jingle that plays off. Oh
my god, did it just happen?
Just like, yeah, that thing. I leveled up again. It was in irony.
God.
I have a level 98 in irony. So close to max.
Corny. You're all.
So what? So why do you know that you're a piece of shit with handymaning it up? Or did you try to use a screwdriver and hurt yourself?
No, thank God. That would have been embarrassing because I was doing it with my father-in-law. But just like basic shit, I was like, I don't even know where to start. Like, what do we do? What does this mean? And he's like, oh, your drain pipe's clogged. I was like, oh, damn.
Oh, was your washing, when you were running the washing machine or the dishwasher, was water pumping up into your sink?
No, it's for the AC thing, like with the drip.
Oh, for the AC. I'm sorry. I got confused. I thought we were talking about something else for a second. Okay, so it was still the AC. Okay. Yeah,
so it was leaking out there, and he's like, oh, the pipe's clogged. And I'm like, God damn, now how much is that going to cost to call an AC dude?
He was just like, what do you mean? You just take this out and clean it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. He was like, "Oh, we got to do," and then we just take either a shop vac or a pump, and we pull it right out. And I was like, "Damn!" So now I had to pull the whole thing apart. And guess what? It doesn't work that way.
No bueno.
Yeah. No bueno.
So like, what ended up happening? It just fucking.
So I mean, that was pretty much it. We went to the store. We got a pump because I don't have one. So I got a pump and stuck it right into the thing and pulled all the water and the gunk out, and everything's fine.
Well, I'm glad to hear it worked out, but yeah. What I've started doing to improve legitimately is whenever I have the issue, I just Google the shit out of it a bunch, and then I stop being scared. Because my big thing is I always think, what if I make it worse? Like when my attempt at fixing it somehow breaks something else or makes it worse. And then I realized recently, no matter what I do, even if I make it worse, I would just end up having to call someone at that point, just like I would have from the beginning. So it doesn't matter anyway, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely always my fear when it comes to something going wrong. I've been, knock on wood, lucky that nothing else really has happened at all in my house.
Right.
Like I've had that issue where you were talking about with the drain.
Oh yeah,
Where it starts
yeah.
coming up, the water starts coming up on the other side and it won't drain at all.
Yeah.
Watched about 12 YouTube videos to figure out that you just need to unplug the thing in the bottom and clean out the clog.
Yeah, or you can do what I did because I had that problem the other day. Is you can get the little Drano Pebblets, the granule one for kitchen sinks. You pour that shit down there, melts anything in the shared drain. Now both of them run. There's no glugging. It's all fine.
Very nice, very smart.
That's the lazy one.
Michael,
Now we're
you're
having
nuts.
some technical difficulties right now. Patrick got zapped by lightning, so
Yeah, Patrick's having some technical difficulties right now.
we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take a quick break, but when we come back, we're gonna have lots more fun and interesting facts. So we will see you guys soon.
We will be right back. Alrighty. Shit so far. That sucks about Patrick.
Yeah, my only problem with that is I don't think his Audacity would have the file from the first part of the show.
He just said it did.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it recovered his audio.
Oh.
Save that shit now.
For real.
Just in case. And are you reading the YouTube chat? Michael's got jokes.
Michael does have jokes. I love Michael.
He's got jokes. He said, "We knew Jordan is a bad handyman when he has 2 kids back to back." Son of a bitch.
I didn't notice that one. God damn. I mean, it's true.
Oh,
it's true.
It is. I can't even deny it, man. It makes me sad.
And you know what? In that same train of thought, no wonder you couldn't pull the fucking pipe out.
Hey.
Your pullout game too weak.
It is.
Too weak.
Pullout game, man. Oh God. Ugh.
I guess. I'm so tired.
So am I.
I got work tomorrow, but then I'm off the day after, and I'm very excited about that. Oh my god, my cat just fucking teleported from another dimension. Hey,
what are
baby.
your hours again?
8 to 5, but they do this weird thing where they split my days up, kind of. So, or they don't split my days up, but they will take hours from one day and attach them to a different day. So I'll have a shorter day here and a longer day here. Fucking hate that. Like on the shorter days, it's great because I'm like, oh, I don't have to be here as long. On the longer days, it sucks. So I'm like, oh, I have to be here this long.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It ain't too bad though.
I think I'll be a much happier person once I'm behind the scenes helping other people learn how to talk to people. Yeah, we're breaking right now. Why are you still texting us? We can see you.
Because if you're recording that audio, I didn't want to talk on it.
Yeah, no, we're on break right now. We're good.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I didn't think of that. But yeah, we went ahead and went on a break.
Good.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
finished the story and everything, and then we went right on the break, so everything's good.
Yeah, my fucking power flicked. Like
Mine's been doing that a lot, and I fucking hate it.
And my
Like, I want to
computer
beat the shit out of
didn't
Sanford's
turn all the
power.
way off, right?
Mhm.
And then it actually cycled twice turning on. I was like, what? Please be okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, my thing is
What a-
whenever the power clicks, I freak out because I feel like something's gonna get fried. 'Cause I live in
Dude, I need
Florida.
to get a
UPC.
backup. Yeah.
I kind of want to get a UPC too, but then I can't use that excuse for why I'm temporarily not at work.
I don't need to know that you have one.
Yeah, don't tell
That's true.
him. Dude, that's a miracle about Audacity, man.
Yeah, I was just skipping through it said that there might be errors, but I listened to a good portion of it, like skipping through.
The error is that it stopped recording when it got blipped. They're like,
Yeah.
all right, there's the error. Like the last minute would be what I would listen to the most.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I
Sure.
listened to the whole end for probably 2 minutes.
Okay.
And then I
Good.
skipped into the center and listened to it.
Yeah, then it's probably fine. They were just like, you might have been mid-sentence when it cut out, so that's an error.
Okay.
My cat's looking like a fucking alien right now.
Sweet. All right. So that makes me happy. Oh gosh.
Well, let's get ready to go back in. How do we? So we're gonna. I guess we'll treat this.
Yes.
It was about break time anyway, to be honest, because we're at like
Yeah, it
20
was.
minutes.
Yeah, it was almost half an hour.
So how do we want to?
Do
Come back in.
things. Yeah. What?
How would you like to do the things, L. Patrick?
I think that we
I'm a more effeminate Sean Connery. You would never expect me.
I'm very manly, Sean Connery.
Manly Sean Connery can take a back seat.
No,
Effeminate Sean Connery is here to stay.
effeminate Sean Connery is a joke. Sean Connery
Take
is
off
a
your
man.
pants.
I'm oddly
Effeminate
turned
Sean
on by
Connery.
me
Ready.
telling me to take off my pants.
Just take off your pants.
I'm
This is the
Sean
Red
Connery.
October standing by for a good time.
Get
The
off
hunt for
my
Red October.
don't.
Spoiler alert.
Why
It's
do you
down
sound?
below?
Why does effeminate me sound German?
Effeminate Sean Connery sounds how effeminate Sean Connery sounds. I don't know what to tell you. If you
Sounds-
hear German, then that's your fault.
You sound like a German.
You sound like an idiot.
I might be.
So take off your pants already.
Fighting
They're
words.
already off.
And now it's time for the stream to go away.
Wait.
I'm done with
Sean-
you guys.
It's time for some Sean on Sean action.
Yes.
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 I was James Bond once.
Did you
Now I'm just Sean Bondage. And then Patrick's icon switched. I'm spooked.
Yeah, he turned his camera off. Patrick, you still there?
No.
Fuck.
There is no Patrick, only Zool.
We lost her.
No, I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh man, I'm tired.
Me
Fucking
too, man.
stop. With that bite and shit, cat. I know it's like love bites or whatever, but it's unnerving.
I want to go sleepy sleeps.
Same. I got work in like 7 hours. You little shit. If you don't quit, I'm gonna throw you.
Don't
I'm about
throw
to
me.
toss my cat. I'm gonna win a competition. Guinness Book of World Records. Throwing my cat.
I am back.
All right, welcome back.
Thank you. What are we doing? Coming in.
Great, but how do we want to do that?
Well, I think that I will bring us back and we will talk about 69ing.
I think that's the rest of the show.
Yes.
I'm gonna come back as a feminist Sean Connery. That's like my favorite thing.
Or flat earth guy.
I will be flat Earth the feminist Sean Connery.
You could be, oh yeah, flat earther, feminine Sean Connery.
That's amazing.
This is me as a flat earther. You could call it flat earther guy level 1. And this is effeminate Sean Connery flat earther. Also known as Sean Connery effeminate flat earther 2.
Why?
And this.
Why does effeminate Sean Connery, a flat earther, have such a large chest?
Yeah.
More for you to explore, my darling.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
More of that. No,
See,
so
you need large mountain peaks if you want to climb.
mountain peaks.
Climb,
So we're
climb
gonna,
my chest.
with your chest. So when we come back,
So stupid.
hey, I was told that our last break was so boring and awkward to listen to because it was just us being quiet looking at stuff that this is better. I think it was
Patrick.
Michael even who said,
Dude, Mike.
Mike's got jokes.
He just
Michael's
said
got jokes.
square root of 69 is 8 something.
And before that, we were talking about how Jordan's a bad
congratulations.
handyman. And Michael was just like, we know Jordan's a bad handyman. He had 2 kids back to back. So he
Yeah.
sucks at giving himself a handy.
I'm
Yeah.
about to sign off, you assholes.
I'm signing off for good. I'll edit this later. All right.
I'm an upset
So
boy.
we'll come back. I will talk about how it's episode 69, and you knew that we were going to talk about 69 stuff. So we all got something for you tonight, and then I'll talk about what the internet says is like the origins of the whole thing.
Right.
Jordan can talk about his 69 thing.
Well, I think I'll piggyback off yours because yours is origins, and mine will be the true origin of the song Summer of '69.
And then once you're telling that, we'll be like, dude, it was supposed to be about 69ing. And then you'll be like, what? I told you that I'm classy, like funny. Haha, get it? And then Jordan will do his thing, and then we'll fuck off because, you know.
There's so much irony in what you just said. You'll find out why.
Is there?
Yeah, there is a lot of irony in what you just said.
All right.
So
let's
is
do
there
it.
69ing of the 69s? Well, I
Just
guess we'll
saying.
find out.
Actually, you know what song you should listen to? It
Hmm.
could be after the show. 6969 by Ninja Sex Party.
Okay.
I promise you, it is everything you ever wanted. Everything you didn't know you wanted in
Well, we should get this done just in case my power cuts out again.
yeah,
In case that happens, hopefully,
abandoned ship.
no, I mean, worst case, it's only a YouTube show.
Abandon hope, all ye faithful. No, we could probably rip the audio from the YouTube show. If we
Yeah,
needed
It
to.
wouldn't
worst
sound as
case.
good, but yeah, I could do
It definitely wouldn't sound as good, but like we could be like, hey, we had a bunch of technical difficulties. So if it was something where you got kicked out and it was just an audio show, we would download the audio from the video and just use that as the recording audio.
Yeah, that's no big deal.
We'd have to change the description from saying high quality audio to the same.
Yeah, to hey, this is some shit quality, but please understand, it's not our fault. It's Patrick's fault. Blame Patrick. Get the pitchforks. But all that's in parentheses, so you
//
can't see it.
pitchforks. Yeah. I win. All right. Let us rock and the rolls.
Yeah, let us knock this shit out. My body's ready, and my body's also healthy, and my rhymes make me wealthy. I got a gun show. Are you ready for the gun show?
Oh yeah.
Got this beauty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Looks
then
like fucking piece of shit.
this piece right here.
A little skin cannon.
Flare guns.
Flare guns.
Three,
3,
2, 1, go.
Go.
Welcome back from break. Apparently I missed it or something.
Yeah,
I don't
welcome
know.
back from totally planned, meant to be taken break. Nothing was wrong.
Yeah.
If anyone
Oh,
says
I see.
different,
You
they're
guys-
liars.
Oh, you guys didn't tell them. Yeah, nothing happened. It was normal break time. Then
See, the reason he doesn't
Absolutely.
know is because something really did happen, but we did tell you, but he doesn't know that. So we're just gonna play it off like we didn't tell you.
shit. Now I have to fucking listen back. I never do that. I
Yup.
mean, I always do that.
I always listen to this show.
So you
We're
guys,
part of the five.
yeah. I'm gonna cry. So No. So you guys knew episode fucking 69 that we were gonna probably do some 69.
Be
in here,
idiots. We can't help ourselves.
Yeah, we really can't, because if I'm being honest, I giggle like in every day, and this is a whole cultural
last,
thing. And I
like-
kind of want to talk about it a little tiny bit.
Okay.
Which you're gonna talk about, and George's going to talk about, and whatever. And it's going to get weird probably. So just kind of hold on or whatever and lube up.
Hang
So
on to your butts.
yeah, do though. No, but so anyway, I was looking for something to talk about, and I was like, man, we already do a bunch of fucking regular dick fart and sex jokes all the time, you know. So I wasn't gonna come and be like 69, you know. But 69 it makes me laugh. But in everyday society, like if I hear somebody say 69 or I see the number somewhere, like if I'm with one of you guys, I'd be like, huh, you know, and you would do the same thing, and it's just how it would work.
See, I'll do it, but it's purely because I know they enjoy it. But I just kind of stare at them. I'm like, you poor souls.
That's just a front. We know you.
It's a front. Yeah, we know for reals.
Hey.
So I was like, man, I wonder what, like, how long, like, how old is the term, right? When did it come about? I found myself sitting there.
Oh, did you have a butter moment?
Yeah, it might have. I was totally not in any altered state of mind, and I was like, man, when did it happen? You know, like I was legitimately concerned. So I found this this website, and it's like an ask.com kind of thing.
Okay.
And they asked specifically where the term 69ing was first used, and how it affected people of the culture of that time or whatever. I was mostly interested with the origin, you know, and I guess as far back as old ancient Chinese or even ancient English, like you know, there was a form of, or old French even, forms of 69 like that they used as a term, which I was like, that's freaking crazy. But then I was like, we're humans, and we always find a way to do the grossest possible thing while boning each other. It's just what we do. Sex is fucking gets weird, right? It does.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I mean, especially if you've been with the same person for a while.
You know,
like one of the favorite things I've ever had explained to me was there's a guy who, after like 6 years of being with the same person, they broke up, and he was nervous because he didn't really know what constituted as like normal anymore. Because they had just, him and his girlfriend had just gotten so far gone, he didn't know how quick to move to certain things and what was acceptable, and all kinds of shit. Like he's like, can I put a finger in her butt? Like date 3? Like what's the story? What am I supposed to do? And just sex gets very weird very quickly. I'm just saying.
Well,
there are people who like.
It's been weird for a long ass time, dude. Because it's so the actual use of it, the way we use it.
You want to know how weird it gets? Look up Vore, VORE. Don't do it at work.
1888, as far back as at least what they can find is in like written culture. You know, that's a long ass time ago. I know that it's not, you know, extreme. You know,
that's more than 3 lifetimes ago. So, and that's if you measure lifetimes in hundreds.
Yeah. So, I mean, over 300 years, right? But it was stolen from the French whatever. It literally means 69, which was first used in 1888, according to this. Now, it goes back even further than that, and they have proof of this term, but there's no way to know what they were using it contextually for. Exactly. So it wasn't numerical, you know. So I think it fucking stands to reason that as soon as people realized that they could just orient each other in the opposite direction,
right,
and be like blah blah blah, they did it. And so how long ago was that? Caveman days. There you go.
Like
we fucking solved the mystery.
I often think about how we survived as a species when the first blowjob was discovered. because the moment the first blowjob is discovered, that changes everything for sexual reproduction because everyone has a mouth. So,
That's
like,
true.
I'm just imagining a bunch of cave dudes just being like,
How did anything get done?
No,
for real, because
I think
like
that
everyone's just like, you know what? We could just blow each other. We don't even have to like work hard or hunt. We don't have to try and impress anybody. You want to get blown, I want to get blown. We can both lay down. It's over. Bam.
maybe that's where it came from.
Free
Because it's
protein.
not like there was any kind of stigmatism back then for that, or not stigmatism, stigma.
Stigmatism.
There wasn't any stigmatisms in their eyeballs.
They didn't have
about
any issues with their
gays.
eyes back then. No marijuana for you.
Yeah, no glaucoma. You don't get the little fun card. But like that's my whole thing about it existing back then is I don't know how we reproduced as a species after that was discovered.
Well,
I
because
just
you
feel
mean
everyone
like
was
when
just
we
blowing
were
each other all day.
mere smart animals.
Yeah.
No, I think that because that would have been driven to be with the opposite sex, like it already is in nature.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that cavemen dudes.
I'm just saying,
'cause
caveman
gay,
dudes had
gay, straight,
similar
all that stuff
intellects.
didn't exist at that time.
Right. It was
so,
all just a whole as a whole.
yeah,
But they were
exactly.
more like instinctually preservation of the species. Let's reproduce. Sure.
Maybe
'Cause
that's
most
really
of the
what
time,
happened
from what
to
I
the
found
lesser species
in the
of
research I
humans.
did, when gayness exists in a natural population, a lot of times it has to do with how populated the area is. And there's theories that that nature naturally turns parts of the population gay in order to one stop more children and for them to pick up caring for any children that other parents have died for. Like it's basically like an adoptive parent, like an adoption agency within nature of just, hey, we're gay, so now we're ready to adopt. Like in penguins, it's observed the most, which I find just really interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's in nature. Humans just decide to make things right or wrong or whatever, and
We're
we're
a bunch of
dicks.
pieces of shit. Ultimately.
Humans are pieces of shit. We just are. I mean, hello, flat earthers, but we might
For
actually
real.
get to some of that later. We'll see, depending on how long we talk.
I bet you guys didn't expect us to get deep on the 69 episode.
69.
See,
No.
that's all I had to do.
Yeah, that's true. Because we're children. It's not my fault. I'm designed this way.
It is 1,000,000% your fault. Yeah. Don't give me that you were designed this way shit. All right.
Yeah.
I was
2
born in
1
this
works
way,
your
and you
fault.
should accept me.
I accept you, Patrick. If I need you to accept yourself.
I will never.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. Anyway, it's been around for a long ass time. I gotta say that when I read all that, I was like, oh, that does make sense. And then I was over it. Much like I am now, honestly.
Hashtag facts.
Hashtag facts. But I know Bryce.
Yes, he is.
It was also your job to get something 69y for the 69.
I did. Don't you worry. I did my bestest for my peeps.
What is it?
Do you guys remember a little ditty known as the Summer of 69?
Song by Bryan Adams.
Yes. Did you know it was actually written by two people?
No, I did not.
Yeah, no, because I don't know that much about music-y type stuff. Just what it sounds like.
There's a song. It's Summer 69, and it's basically it's talking about like this great summer, him learning to play the guitar, all this stuff, and it's like the best summer of his life, and all this stuff. But and this has been played over commercials. This has been played at weddings a lot for some reason.
Everything.
And it's supposed to be like this because originally the song was written to be known as the best days of my life, because the summer of 69 was the best days of their life.
Okay.
But interesting fact, it wasn't actually about the summer of 69 at all. The summer of 69, the writer, one of the writers would have been 9 at the time, and it's saying about like high school,
Yeah,
and like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So the timeline doesn't match up, and the actual writer Bryan Adams straight out said, "Yeah, I made this song, and it has nothing to do with the summer of '69.
What does it have to
And
do with?
it is one big innuendo. It's about
Really?
the summer where he 69'd his girlfriend.
Where he first learned about it. I like it. Okay.
No
Because
shit.
in the song, he wrote a lyric. So there were two people writing the song. One was John Lennon, and he wrote it. And it was one of those situations where he was writing it with Brian, and he was thinking purely of it being like this wholesome best days of my life, because it was all about his thoughts and his experiences, like John Lennon's experience. So when you hear about the guitar being riffed and him learning all that stuff, that's him thinking back when right after Zeppelin and stuff like that came out, him learning how to play the guitar and that being the best years of his life, or the best days of his life. Whereas Bryan Adams was just like, summer 69, huh? 69. And he turned it into with one lyric, which was the that. And since Bryan Adams was the singer, he went out on stage and straight up told everyone, yeah, this isn't about, this is, the summer has nothing to do with the year 1969. And everyone was just like, oh my god,
That's fucking crazy. So that's like mind blown kind of shit right there. Like the whole time this song, how long ago did that come out? That
song came out
That's
in
in the
84.
So how long did it take for them to say that it had nothing to do with the summer of '69 and was one big innuendo?
He actually said it. Let me see here. Hold on. I have to find it, because if I recall correctly, he said it in the first time he went on stage to play it. Because Bryan Adams is the actual singer for it, and this other guy was just a collaborator on the writing.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things where it just turned into this thing, but no one remembers that part because cell phones didn't exist back then, so they didn't record him saying that. So unless you knew about it and a magazine wrote about it and you remembered reading the article,
it became
the wholesome version. But in reality, the singer of the song was thinking about the summer that he first got a blowy while licking.
Really? Now I have to go back and listen to the song with that in mind.
There's really only like a few lyrics that have it in there, but one of them was me and my girl in a 69. And people who think wholesomely think of a car, like a 69 car. But he was saying that was them getting in it. That it wasn't a car.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just one of those weird ass things. And yeah, it was the first time he went on stage to do it. I just confirmed. So yeah, this is pretty.
So he made it clear up front because lack of social media,
lack of cell phone, and lack of interest in what it is. It wasn't like this DJs are like, oh, this is about love making in the summer. They were like, oh, this is about the best days of your life. Like they attached to that because wholesomeness is easier to sell back then. To a certain degree, like
not anymore. Now, now your song literally has to be about.
God. Hold on. I just remembered something, and I haven't shared it with you guys yet.
Okay.
Have you guys seen the "Bitch I'm a Cow" video?
No.
No.
Oh my god! All right, we're gonna post this on the Facebook so you guys can enjoy. This is fresh. I can guarantee this is gonna go viral if it hasn't already since I watched it the other day. But this is fresh off the presses. The "Bitch I'm a Cow" video is fantastic. It is a music video about a woman and how she makes money moves. And so I'm going to post that up. I'm sorry. It's just you said something about music and how nowadays, being ridiculous is what sells and being wholesome is music. Bitch I'm a Cow, 100% that. It's a perfect example of what makes you popular today.
Interesting. Not awesomeness like PB&J. I mean, although we have listeners, maybe we should make some money moves.
Maybe we can be cows.
Yeah.
You guys are so fucking corny.
Hey, I didn't make it. She did.
Yeah, we're just trying to get on those fucking milk tails.
That's true, I guess.
I can guarantee. Oh my god, yeah, no, this is blown up.
Has it?
Yeah, when I watched this the other day, it had like 30,000 views. It's at 2 million views now.
Damn.
Jeez.
Yeah, almost 2.1 million.
That's
Yeah,
insanity.
I called it. It was uploaded on the 10th.
That's crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah, buddy. And it's I will say it's not conventionally good, but it's kind of like The Room of music videos.
The Room of music video.
The only other person I would say has that title is Corey Feldman, I think it is. One of the Frog Brothers. Angels. Hold on.
While he's looking that up, Jordan.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
I'm sorry, I just went off on like 3 tangents. You guys do your thing.
Why don't you load up whatever you 69'd?
Yeah, so it's not super long giggity, but it's an article that I found from cosmopolitan.com, which we all know
you
that's
would read Cosmo, you fucking
woman's website
woman
and magazine. I wouldn't know. I fucking Googled it and it came up and I was like, wow, this is funny. So
I found it while I was looking for 69 stories.
Exactly.
That's weird to say.
100%.
Yeah, that's because it's actually the truth. Continue.
Yeah. So the title is Women Reveal Their Most Awkward 6 to 9ing Stories. Alrighty. And I laughed through some of these and it's ridiculous. Like the first one on the list is the headline. I squirted in his mouth and he told me that I almost drowned him.
Ew.
Okay.
And the guy, there's a little bit of a backstory. The guy didn't really know much about squirting at all or anything like that.
Oh no.
Squirted. And he asked her after if she pissed in his mouth because he almost drowned.
Jesus.
So
I actually had that happen to me once.
Squirt his pee.
I got waterboarded once.
Really?
Yes. And she jumped up immediately when it happened. And I was trying to be all like, no, it's okay, you know, I understand and whatever, because she was super embarrassed. But I was coughing and sputtering because I got waterboarded.
I will say that while you're boning, in your head you don't care if squirt is pee. However, afterwards you're always like, is squirt pee? It is.
I think there was an actual analysis on it, and there's like similar elements, but it's technically a different fluid. Like they hear similar glands for some of the stuff, and there is like
without being gross
in it, but it's more similar to like sweat. It's like a sweat pee hybrid.
Yeah, exactly.
And vaginal fluid, obviously.
And I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I just couldn't handle it in my mouth. I would like probably gag, and it would ruin the moment.
It's like mouthwash. You just gurgle that shit.
Oh my god,
that's gross.
You just swish it between your teeth. Let her know that you love her. How can you say you love her if you're not willing to swish it?
You shoot it through your. You know how like you could shoot
in between
a stream of liquid from between your teeth, and you just come up and you do it like a fucking fountain,
right in her face.
Listen,
right back
all 5 of you. How did we get here? What is my life?
It's so gross. It's so gross. Continue.
We need to try that. Anyway, the second one on this list, a little bit more weird.
Okay.
Okay.
So the little headline thing is, I was staring into his butthole. Why would you do that? And noticed something was coming out of it. And there's a big ass paragraph. Long story short, dude had hemorrhoids, and she had never seen him before.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's
were they on or was she getting some takeout?
There is a fatal flaw with the 69 that, again, much like most things, you'd probably ignore
in the moment.
The moment. But if you think about it from outside of the 6 or 9, whichever you are,
right.
And also, couldn't there be other things used instead of a 6 and 9 to portray that. Anyway.
I mean, technically
You're-
yes, but
you're
the reason
essentially
why it's so
like-
universal is 6 and 9 is universal in mathematics. Is numbers are always the same symbols, no matter what. There's not like different languages of math, so that's why it's the most common one.
I gotta say though that essentially there is a fatal flaw, and that is the butthole and how close you're bound to get there. But you know, whatever.
I mean, your nose is going to be all up in it.
Yeah,
It's just how it goes. If you're doing it right, you're going to be knocking on the door with your nose.
Essentially your nose becomes the butt plug.
I mean, if you're doing it right, yeah. If you're not eating like you've been on an island starving for 6 days and now this bountiful harvest is in front of you, if you're not getting in it like that, then you're doing it wrong. That's just facts. I will never, ever, ever accept any.
Bryce?
Hmm?
That's what you got to eat the booty like groceries. Is that what you're trying to say?
You got to I tuck the napkin in my lap before I get in it.
Oh, Jesus. No, you got to because
polite.
you're going to
I'm fancy. Pinkies out.
You're going to get peed on, so you need your bib.
I'm down for that. You know what?
I'm down for that.
Let's be real here.
Is this become another Bryce
being in the moment? I'm all about being in the moment. And like I said, if you're not eating it like you're a starving person, then you're not. What's the point of even taking the position?
I don't necessarily disagree.
I don't think you should disagree because I'm stating nothing but straight up facts.
Fucking slamming the facts.
Slamming the facts. This is real talk now.
You know what? Right? You might be the truthiest truther that's ever truthed.
Ultimate truthers.
Fucking ultimate truthers.
This goes for both of you. It's not just the gentlemen who have to eat it. All right? Ladies.
That's true. Just saying.
That is true.
You're starving on that island. All of a sudden, you've got a very nice banana. You eat it in one gulp. That's it.
Multiple times.
I'm all about equality. Both of you eat it like it's the last meal you'll have on earth. You're on death row. That's what you ordered up. You enjoy that shit.
Yeah.
And that's all I'll say. I've said enough about it. Just
so, did you have another one of those, Jordan?
That's it.
Just one last one. The other ones were kind of.
Some of them are stupid because yeah. I mean, we just want the weird
shit. For having some stupid
shit. There was one that she was hooking up with a friend of hers who happened to be an NBA player.
Oh, okay.
And, they were 69ing, and as he would get close to finishing, he would say things like, yeah, D money. Let's get it, D money.
That reminds me of the old.
Shut up.
Like,
reminds me of the old Dane kick, the Dane Cook bit, where it's just like when you're getting into it, you just say whatever. Like she'll just be like, and you'll just say, "Oh, my dick feels like corn," and then she'll be like, "Then give me the butter, baby. Give me the butter.
Give me the butter, baby."
Yeah, D money. Like that is so funny. Because usually when I hear something like D money, that's like a male rap name.
No, it is.
That's a dude rap name or nickname of some sort.
I wonder what he's thinking about.
Exactly. He's thinking about his homie D money.
Yeah, he's thinking about his homie D money's corn.
And he's just like, D money, come on. Yeah.
Yep, it's just fucking weird. Like D money of all things that he could say in that
in the moment.
D money.
He's basically Ross at the wedding in Friends when he says Rachel instead of his wife's name or his fiance's name. He's just like, D money, I'll marry you, and also do sex stuff. That's just what it is,
man. That's the last one that just made me laugh really fucking hard. The others were kind of stupid, but yeah.
Of course.
D money,
that
one's
hilarious.
my favorite.
100%.
See, I told you guys that we were gonna 69 a bunch, so you're fucking welcome.
Don't say we never gave you nothing.
Don't say we never made it slightly awkward for 30-ish minutes of your life.
Also, don't say we never gave you a show that you couldn't watch with your family.
Wait, we do that all the time.
That's
actually,
true. Patrick, check out the YouTube comments real quick.
I see them. They're up on my screen. It's pretty funny. So Michael said, talking about butt plugs. Jordan, plug our holes.
I mean,
Fucking hilarious, man.
Oh
you're
shit.
not wrong.
Yeah, it is actually about
Jordan,
that
I'm gonna
time.
need you to plug
So,
your holes.
Jordan, please.
All right, plugging all our buttholes.
Use Patrick's nose.
Patrick, let's get ready.
I'm right.
Of
And go.
course, first and foremost, you can find us most importantly on Facebook. It's PB the letter NJ podcast.
The letter NJ. And
The
I can
letter
confirm when you type in PB, the letter NJ, in the search, our episodes are like the third thing down now to where
Boom.
we are one of the top things on YouTube. We're getting like 23 to 25 views on our episodes now, which is amazing to me.
Yeah, it's pretty
So,
sweet.
like, thank you guys. 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially because those are that's separate from the people that are listening to like what we put out on our website and what's available through Google and whatever Twitch does probably there. I don't have access to that. I don't know how it works. Bryce has to show me. Anyway, but
I'll
yeah,
show
you guys are all amazing.
Yeah, you are. We appreciate all the watches, the follows, the comments, everything. We love it.
But yeah, I think that did you plug everything? I totally was paying attention.
No, he just was
Yeah.
saying the PB, the letter NJ part, and I
PB the
just had to
letter
say.
NJ
That's fucking
podcast.
hilarious. News
Everywhere, honestly. Facebook, YouTube, twitch.tv/PB the letter NJ podcast, Twitter, PBnJ podcast at gmail.com if you want to send us some stories or shout outs or anything like that.
Yeah. The stories are always good. We get a couple from a couple people, and you guys are just as weird as we are. So
yeah,
whatever.
absolutely.
100%.
I love it. We appreciate it. And then lastly, of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to check out our podcast, the high quality version anyway. Anywhere you get your podcast, iTunes, Google Play, our website, pbnjpodcast.podbean.com.
Yep.
Download episodes. You don't even have to actually listen. If you watched it on YouTube, just download the episode anyway, just so we can have another number so we can feel better about ourselves.
Yeah, you know,
Play before you go to
this
bed.
whole thing
Volume
is
down.
purely an exercise in our own ego. So
And we want to give you the freshest, most dankest of things. As we're speaking right now, I am posting up the Bitch I'm a Cow video for your entertainment. So hit us up on that Facebook.
FYE.
Yeah,
that
just
story.
FYI, doing it now.
Well,
So-
FYI, FYE. Let's get out of here before we fucking
FYI, I want to F your A. What?
You ruined it.
What? Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Talking about butt stuff.
All right.
And I stopped the episode on that.
Good
Do
job. I
with
like
that
it.
what you will.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the YouTube too.
Sweet.
Thank you for watching.
Thank
We
you
had a
guys.
couple viewers.
Michael,
We had Michael
you got some
commenting.
bangers out tonight.
He
It was hard
did.
not to
Love
explode
it, man.
with laughter.
Thank you.
That's what it's like to work with him every day.
I believe it. I believe it.
It's
I
legitimately.
enjoy that. I enjoy
But yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Blah, blah,
Thank
blah.
you. Later,
Blah, blah,
everyone.
blah, blah.